We have been depending upon hydel power for long. Isn't it time we go in for more thermal and gas-based plants to tide over the crisis?
Yes, sir. Actually, energy, current from any source is welcome. But hydel is very cheap. Hydel power comes at 1 rupee or 2 rupee. If the plant is the hydel plant is very old, like our Sivanam Samudra, it comes at 50 paise also. But thermal, it starts with around 4 rupees actually, sir. It's very costly. That's why we try to explore hydel. But yes, any sort of source of power is most welcome. Whether it is solar, whether it's wind, whatever it may be, we want to welcome it. Wind power is very costly. It's 6 rupees 70 paise. Solar is 14 rupees. Thermal is 5 rupees. So we try to, because we want to buy from a cheap source so that we can give it a cheap rate to the customer side.
Cheap source is fine, Mr. Manivannan, but water problem is always there. Monsoons, we can't depend upon monsoons. Sometimes good monsoons, sometimes bad monsoons. You must think of alternative.
I completely agree with you. Even the wind energy, a very interesting thing, wind comes more when there's a rain. So when the rain, we don't require power. At that time only we get more wind actually. When there's no rain, wind also stops actually. So you are right. It is, I think, imperative we have to go for more thermal so that we will be able to manage our demand properly. You are very right.
Okay. What about solar, biomass?
Sir, solar is very costly actually. Per unit of power, solar is 14 rupees actually. So nobody is willing to pay for that. So nobody is willing to pay, nobody is generating it. So the market ensures that no demand, no supply.
But lots of people have put up solar heaters.
Yes, sir. They put it up because we made it as a rule. We said that for heating purpose, please put solar because in the long term, it is economically viable. That's why we told them that go for solar heaters actually.
Have you made it mandatory?
We have made it mandatory. In Bangalore, any new house we are constructing, you have to, if you are going to have a heater, it should be solar water heater.
Oh, it's mandatory.
It's mandatory now.
How do you check all this?
No, our people don't give, suppose you want a connection, we'll come and see where is solar water heater. We go to terrace and see. There's a heater, we'll give connection, otherwise you don't give connection.
That's interesting. That's interesting. How about encouraging public-private partnership in all that you do?
Sir, in fact, that PPC is also a public-private partnership. As I'm saying, we have no defense secret to hide in BESCOM. So we should encourage people to come and sit with us, understand us and suggest the way to improve ourselves. I always feel because government is molded in a different type of environment, we do not think out of the box actually. And there's no fresh blood infusion. Whereas in private sector, always they're able to think out of the box and they have a lateral thinking. So we should take advantage of it. So I am one person who strongly support this PPP models actually, where the private and public join together and work for the benefit. And I can say I have done a spy on you. You are also a strong proponent of PPP.
But Cogentric failed us. Rather, we failed Cogentrix. It was a PPP model.
Yeah, but I would not go to simplify it. There are a lot of other issues also. Probably another thing is I also don't know it properly. I have only read it from the newspaper, etc. I have joined BESCOM only now. When Cogentrix was there, I was not in power sector, so I didn't go into that detail.
Because after that, even industry feels a little hesitant to take up the power projects.
I think that point you are making is very right actually.
We must encourage PPP model, I feel. That is the only way to, we can't depend upon government for everything.
Yes, we don't have money to invest so much actually.
Public sector can do that.
Correct, you are very right.
Mr. Manivannan, you have travelled to top cities, have travelled wide, far and wide. How do these cities manage power supply? Because when you go to the office, they are shocked to know there is some kind of power shutdown. They have never thought of such things.
You mean the cities which are outside the map of India?
Definitely outside the map. Now, I'm not talking of Indian cities. Yeah. Indian cities are all the same. Same.
So actually, sir, I have studied about them in depth because it's our bread and butter. You know how they are managing it better than us. There are two reasons for that. The major reason, I will say, 2/3 of the reason is the quality of the manpower. The thing is, in government, assuming that everybody when they join, say I have two guys, A and B. A joins BESCOM, B joins Infosys. The Infosys company has such a training program, it constantly upgrades him actually. Whereas BESCOM, it doesn't train him at all. We think that if we put training, we cannot measure the output exactly. So people are afraid to take decision. Suppose Manivannan spends 1 crore on training his staff actually and improving them. Now they say, what is the output? Sir, I don't have any no output I can show on the board. Oh, they say, oh, no, then there's some problem in that. We will not approve this expenditure. So because of this policy, we are not able to upgrade the human potential. So my people, even when you invest say 100 rupees worth machine, we take output only worth 30 or 40 rupees. Another 60 rupees going waste. Whereas in private, 100 rupees invested, all 100 rupees they take the thing back. So the first thing is the quality of manpower we have. Number two, I will say in government, because we have the same talent outside. Second thing is investment is also a problem. For example, in Delhi itself, North Delhi Power Corporation, which is a private public partnership.
Reliance, I think.
You are right. No, it's both Reliance is there. This is Tata. Tata owns 51%. 49% is government of Delhi. In there, they spend approximately for every consumer, they spend around 5,000. Sorry, every staff per person 5,000 rupees per month only to train the person. If you ask BESCOM how much you spend, you'll be shocked. I don't even spend 10 rupees per month on my employees on training them.
That's
And
bad.
yeah, it's very, very bad actually. I spend less than 1% of my revenue on training the people. Now, two things. One is I don't get people to train my staff because the type of training required for the government people, government servants are a little different from what you expect in the private sector. Because private sector, you need just to see the profit actually. You have to deliver to ensure that you get more money. Here it is different. So there are no, in fact, I will be very frank with you. I've been scouting companies. I hope that many other people who are listening to this are from HR companies. Please contact us. I want a good company to train my people. I'm willing to spend money, take the risk. And the second thing is, we need some money to invest to get a better material actually. If you go to abroad, as I was saying, transformers are enclosed in a proper box, kept down actually. So that cost around
Kept under the ground.
Under the ground, sir, because there the drainage is also very good actually. It's a connected thing actually. Here I put the transformer below the ground. If it rains, that's all.
Flooded. More dripping.
More dripping. That's why both the things. So I would say that the change should start from BESCOM only. Our people should start investing more on training, more on human resources, make them more talented. Then when I take money, I will be convinced that I am using it properly. Otherwise, I take 100 rupees loan and I waste the money actually.
Have you started some kind of a practice?
Yes,
now?
sir. In fact, that BPC, BESCOM Participatory Committee, one of its important role will be to advise us what are the areas where we have to train ourselves. What is it where we are lagging behind? So we have already started that. Indeed, I would be happy to share that we have created a post of a general manager for capacity building and one more general manager for customer relation.
Oh, cool.
So these two posts have been created only the last month we created after a lot of requests. Government has approved the post. This I'm just only trying to tell that we are in the right direction actually. Now with the public keep little pressure on us, we'll run faster actually.
That's important. I think reorientation course for entire staff is very important. Otherwise, they become lethargic.
Sir, we wanted to do one actually. I would share with you. We said, okay, 3 days will take, because most of the training program for reorientation wants to take our staff from the place of work to a new place. There we go and stand for the 2-3 days and some people are worried, somebody will comment, oh look, they are going camping and enjoying themselves. When there's a power cut, they are going there actually. So that risk is there. Finally, I thought that let me take the risk. Let Manivannan be the person who has sent his fellows on vacation. It doesn't matter actually.
Nobody will say anything. If it is Manivannan, nobody will say anything.
So we are starting it actually. In fact, one course we had in Mysore. We took our people to Mysore, put them on Infosys campus. 3 days we put them there. There have been a lot of churning. They brought out 176 reasons why they are not able to perform. So one by one we are attending it. So we have taken the initiative, but it will take some time, sir.
Good initiative, Mr. Manivannan.
Thank you, sir.